is crop topless. Strut, how's your day been going so far?
It's pretty awesome, man. It's just fun to get together and play some Rocket League, and now we get to watch some Rocket League and talk about it here. So I'm just having a good time, and hopefully everybody does too in the stream here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a good day of Rocket League so far. The team's been coming out doing hot work. And speaking of hot work, we got Hot Wings versus the Polar Bears tonight. We've just got one on the deck for us tonight, but it should be a solid one. Like I said earlier, we've got some rival action. So with that being said, let's go over and let's look at the season stats. Let's see how things are going so far this season. Oh my. Looking at the Strut, do you see what I'm seeing here? An almost polar opposite, not to be confused with polar bear, but polar opposite as far as the wins and losses so far. That is just absolutely astounding.
Yeah, the Polar Bears got their work cut out for them tonight against this Hot Wings team, 28-16. That's definitely a feat for the season already, as well as 124 goals, 483 goals on the other side. So, yeah, the Bear Den better close up shop on that net, or I think the 50-50 pizzeria is going to be abusing it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the whole way across the board, they're just looking so clean. I'm expecting this to be a bit of a one-sided affair, just looking at these overall season stats. But, let's take a real quick gander over at the individual players, see how things are really stacking up on an individual level comparatively to just season over season, because sometimes we can see some rising stars. And with that being said, even on the team with the worst record, 42% shooting rate now from Galvarino with 42 on 100. That is just absolutely astounding.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of throwing it into the hoop. Obviously, he's got 40 games played. He's been in every game, it seems, or almost every game, and they're doing a good job. Donk Me Daddy, I know he's been around since the beginning of the season, so he's sticking it out, and they're trying to make things happen. So hopefully they can put up a good fight against this Wings team.
Yeah, absolutely. And then looking down on the opposite side for the Wings team, all above 100 shots. I mean, that in and of itself is so very scary. I mean, what do you do against a team that is just that dominant? They've got the winning season record so far. They're looking real hot. And it looks like they just have an just overwhelming offensive press coming through. But with that being said, they are sticking all around the 30% comparatively. So, it's a little bit lower as far as the percentages, but just the raw number is just honestly terrifying. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, it just seems like every 1 and 2 touches is going toward somebody's net, and they're doing a good job putting it in out there in the box and trying to throw it down. They're putting as much offensive pressure. I'm sure they got their rotations down really well, and that's what the biggest difference is.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a big back and forth affair. I got to give the nod, like I was saying earlier. You got to give the nod to the Hot Wings. They're looking super clean as far as their offensive press. They're looking clean as far as the saves needed. It's going to be a back and forth affair. The numbers obviously leaning one way, but there is a reason that we play these games, because the numbers can say one thing and the game can say another. And speaking of game, here we go into this not best of, but set of 4 kickoff in game number 1.
Ryan pulls this out to the middle. Trying to take a shot. Puts a shot on target already. 50 coming in deep. 50 back to the right wall. Ryan pushed it out toward the middle. Galvarino's up early. Couldn't make the touch. Donk Me Daddy has an opportunity against the dad. He's going to score. Let down, or was this against him there, Crop?
Yeah, absolutely. You saw the double commit coming into that corner there, just pressing up a little bit too far, and then all you got to do is just send one the opposite way onto frame, able to make it happen. 20 seconds into this first game, looking clean. I would expect the offensive press to kind of slow down. It's starting up the feeler game, so, it could be a bit of nerves to start things off on the stream here, but let's see if the nerves come through. Ryan trying to make it happen, and there it is, down to Mike. Beautifully done. What a passing play, and just as I was talking about how their offense is going to level up, it happened.
Yeah, Donk Me Daddy tried to get up in the air, and he just couldn't get back to it to get it out of the way. Ryan was able to put it off the backboard, and the offensive player was sitting there ready to throw it down right in the box. 1-1 for WS.
Over here, and you can see a double commit going towards the Polar Bear side of things. It's going to die out here in the corner for a brief moment. Donk Me Daddy with another opportunity. Things are really going back and forth, but we take clear advantage of opportunities just like see if anyone goes and takes clear control. I don't know what you're seeing so far. It seems like split control.
Yeah, the orange team definitely has a deep presence, a very offensive presence. They all like to push up in that beyond half point, and that can get them caught out if blue team's able to counter properly. As long as it's pushed out here, ball just goes toward the net, one up, pushes it to the corner, swap. Little touch there. He's gonna try to get another touch on. This gets it by one. Brian's back by himself. Right gets the touch. Ball dangerous out front. 3:42 left, Crop.
Oh, it's looking dangerous. That possession there to take it down past two, and then we'll be charitable. We'll call it a fake right there on the goal line to try and get it down. But here you go, an opportunity. A clean one. Coop has to do a lot, and it's just barely. Oh my! Stopped on the goal line, but Galvarino's streaking back in. Mike, opportunity, but it's going to be Galvarino again, setting it to the side. You can see the shots are starting to ring through the Hot Wings side, but it's looking like the press is going to stop out here for a moment. And a double commit yet again, and team bumps opening up some space for this Polar Bear side to try and start this offensive press. So far, it's not going to really go anyone really taking a clear advantage. Golden misses on the backboard. Galvarino, what a stand on the goal line!
Yeah, I thought that was a goal for sure. That blue team, they had a lot of pressure going in toward the orange half, and they were able to make a lot of touches. And unfortunately, for the blue team, they just wasn't able to throw it down.
Not able to make it happen, but I mean, I'm really liking the pressure. I'm honestly kind of surprised looking at the numbers beforehand. I was not expecting the Polar Bears to come out and run such a press. And I think part of it as well is it's just Hot Wings getting a little bit jumpy. There's been a couple double commits. There's been some team bumps. Nothing clearly going their way just quite yet. It's going to be down to Cruz. He's going to try and change that up, change the narrative, change the story for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, I was going to say the orange team, I noticed that they like to stay in the offensive half, even when they're lower than a 50 boost, and that's one of the biggest reasons that they keep a lot of offensive pressure. They utilize their boost really well, so it helps them when they have to retreat or keep the pressure coming, and that's what you're seeing right now. So.
Galvarino get the double. Oh, so close. Who's coming in? Honestly, I am very surprised at the transitions right now for Polar Bears. They are looking so clinical. The moment they get from that defensive to offensive press, it just looks so clean, and every single time an opportunity is coming from it. This is not looking like the stat line that we were seeing before this game started. I'm genuinely surprised, but it's not like anything is really going one way just quite yet. The Tide, 90-second mark, just going past. Let's see if anyone can take clear advantage and get another one on the board, or will we see a game-one overtime?
120 left on the clock. Donkey Daddy with a nice 50 there in the middle. Clark's going to try to take this, push it out to the right-hand side. They do have lots of offensive pressure right now. As one's going to go up on the wall. Galvarino pushes towards the back wall. Gets it out in front. Clark can't quite get there. Donkey Daddy can't make a touch. Makes a dangerous touch up to the side wall. Co-op's going to be able to get there. Little going touch coming in. Very nice. Galvarino tries to put it out toward the middle. No real power on it. Donkey Daddy's going to hold the offensive pressure in. Mike's up. Gets it down toward the middle. Ryan's going to try to make a tiki touch. Couldn't quite make it. Crop, both these teams settling in, and yeah, 1-1. I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, and it's looking like they're settling in really nicely, going both ways, and it's an opportunity. Get there! It's Galvarino. What a pass up. And I like the patience here. A lot of times we'll see players jumping for this. Galvarino just hits the brakes, makes sure they've got it on frame, gets it to the opposite post, and it might be a little bit of an own goal there, but Mike, you have to jump for it. So up by one are the Polar Bears.
Donkey Daddy pushed it out to the left-hand side. I noticed that when Donkey Daddy takes when he does touch the ball, he doesn't hold possession, and sometimes it would be better off for him to do that instead of just slamming the ball to the other side. At least give the other guys an opportunity to hit a 50 or out or something like that coming towards the goal. This Kolov's racing back. He's last man here. He's going to have to make a touch. Scary out in front of the middle. Big 50 coming in. Off the backboard. Another shot coming in. Galvarino up early. Ryan pushes it back towards his side. Ball gets pushed out, and it looks like we're going to have a Polar Bear win. Drop.
Oh my, never in my life would I have thought that the hot hand was going to come out and go towards the Polar Bears. Oh my word. I mean, if we would be charitable, we would call it an underdog story. But I mean, even with that being said, you know, we're looking at the numbers before we got to the game. Like I said, you got to play the games rather than just looking at the numbers. But oh my word, what what a first game there. It was just so back and forth to begin with. I feel like that second half really started to go more and more the Polar Bears' way.
Yeah, Dog Me Daddy put in a lot of nice work in that game. He did have a cycle, a goal, assist, and a save. So I mean, he played really well, and that's what carried this Polar Bears team. As I talked about the touches he was making. I guess they're working for him and the team. So I mean, keep doing what you're doing, Dog Me. On the other side, you had Mike South putting in 296 points. He did have a goal and a couple shots and a save. So 50-50 pizza. What I wouldn't do is poke the bear crop here.
I like that, poke the bear. Yeah, you don't want to get down to this Polar Bears team who's looking like they're really sturdy. Like you were saying, it's some good work coming through, and Donkey Daddy coming out hot there to begin things. And let's see how things go into this second game. Honestly, still kind of flabbergasted, if you will, from that first game. So let's see if the Hot Wings start to warm up, if they're going to continue to be cooled off by this Polar Bear side of things.
Zombie Daddy takes a touch and pushes down to the orange half. Mike's out for runs. There's a little double play coming in. Co-op, big demo coming up in the middle. Co-op tries to make a touch. Ryan's gonna have this come back towards the blue half. Zombie can't make a touch. Calvarino he almost got demoed there. That would have been trouble. Mike's out, a lot of pressure coming off the wall. Big demo coming in. A goal is open at the moment. Ooh, nice save touch by Donkey. Calvarino gonna try to double this, put it down. Ryan can't. Co-op up high, can't make the touch. Racing back, Ryan's gonna make a touch here, puts a shot on a target, it's off to the left a little bit. Mike South. Ryan up early. Co-op, gotta make a touch here. Yeah, Crop, they've settled in. The slow pace is going to help the Polar Bears out here, and that's what you're seeing.
Yeah, this is a little bit more of what I was expecting from that first game. A lot of the pressure is over on this blue side against the Polar Bears here, the Hot Wings, keeping this pressure on the offensive zone, and that's really how you start to get all of those additional shots. That's why everyone has that 100-plus shot number, but it's looking like it doesn't even matter. An opportunity, and Galvarino shuts me up yet again. What a passing play here. You can see Galvarino popping it up, co-op, hoop, whichever one we're going to actually go with. I don't actually know. Galvarino back in yet again.
Yeah, I think he got that boost steal in the corner that was able to hold him at 100 and able to turn on that ball and throw it down. Well played. 1-0.
Looking absolutely clean. I was talking about all of the possession that was coming out of the Hot Wings, and I was just immediately shut up by the Polar Bears. A little bit of a caster curse, if you will. I mean, the amount of pressure that was coming through. But really, the defense is what's keeping the Polar Bears alive right now. They're able to keep the defense where they need to be just stalwart enough and able to transition out. And a big dunk coming through on third. Donkey Daddy is able to keep this pressure going, and it's going to be down to Galvarino. I like this possession play. Slowing it down across the Donkey. Oh my! What are these passing plays?
Yeah, that was a hell of a 50 coming in out of the right-hand side. Just 50 out toward the middle. Donkey's just reading that, throws it down. 3-18, 2-0.
Oh my word. What are we witnessing so far? The passing plays are absolutely clinical. It's looking like there's a lot more of solo play effort, big booming balls coming from Hot Wings, and it's going to be Polar Bears just taking advantage of the passing plays and the slowdown. Oh, we're going to see over there.
Up toward the back ball, gets pushed down the left-hand side. Donkey Daddy gonna try to race to get to it. Out toward the middle. Co-op. Unfortunate touch there. Ball coming in toward the goal. Save. Co-op pushes it out to the right-hand side. What a save. Ball's high. Gets pushed down toward the middle. Donkey Daddy's got to make a touch here. Comes up on the wall. Golden. Ryan can't quite make a real good touch. He's going to get 50 in the corner. Ryan going to take another touch. Gets it over one. Galvarino waiting in the midst in the back. Can't get it by him. Golden can't make that touch. No touch coming in. Mike South puts it into the corner. Dog Me Daddy got to make a touch here. Co-op with the fake. Dog Me fake. Co-op going to try to make a touch here. Ryan pushes it back into the blue half. Crop. This Polar Bear team has slowed it down so much. It's just made it very difficult on this Wings team to. I guess what I'm saying is that the Polar Bears are putting the ball where they need to, and that's what's so important right here.
Yeah, it's looking super clinical, super dangerous, and an opportunity streaking through. This one has to go in, and absolutely, Mike is going to finally be able to get one on the board for this second game here. It's starting to become a little bit dangerous, and the big, we'll say it's a fake right there in front of the box. Mike's some streaking through, able to make one happen. And this is really starting to become a game. I was starting to become a little bit of a blowout from Polar Bears there. They were getting all of the pressure, getting everything going where they needed to, and it's starting to go the opposite direction. A bit of momentum shift, but let's see if they can keep this up. Pass. Ooh, I thought that was going to be the one. Oh, backboard? I thought that was going to be... There's such a good opportunity and time again. It's just outside the box. I think that's part of the reason why the shot stat is just... Yes, it's impressive looking at the raw number, but ultimately it's kind of unfortunate because so many of these are just outside the box, and that's really... Strut, I think that's the big differentiator, is being able to put the opportunities away.
Yeah, I think the Polar Bears right now, they need to play for possession and control the clock. They don't have to score here, but they just have to be able to play defense well enough to hold this 50 Pizzeria 50-50 team off as the ball's going to come in dangerous here. Don't me, Daddy's going to get in the way. Co-op makes a nice touch, get it up on the wall. No touch coming in, orange team. Co-op still following it. Ryan going to make a touch out toward the middle. Very dangerous. Ball goes in. Calvarino scores. 3-1. 50 seconds left. Crop. They're just doing it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see Ryan rotating technically ball side, and that's really the only opportunity you have is to dribble it in front of your net. Trying to pop it out up over doesn't actually happen. And another one on the board. 2 for Galvarino, 1 for Donk Me Daddy. You know, spreading out the love here, but it's looking like Galvarino yet again is going to be out here putting in work for the numbers. It's going to be Ryan trying to get up past, gets demoed for their effort. So down to Donkme, the slow down. This is what you were talking about, slowing down the ball, taking those focused efforts, trying to bait in a 50-50. There was actually 2 that ended up going, and yet again, 2 to go. That's why these plays from the Polar Bears have been so lethal. They get 2 to go every single time. There's so much boost being spent and not a lot of forward momentum so far, but finally gets out of the zone. But it might be a bit too little too late, especially if they can get another one on the board here.
10 seconds left. Golden puts it high into the middle. Mike South going to try to push this down to the blue half. Co-op's up. Nice touch. Galvarino gets a little cheeky touch. Donk Me Daddy going to try to put it down to the ground. Crop, we got a 3-0 ball game.
Oh my. 2-0. My word. Polar Bears. What is even happening? Honestly, I am just so very impressed at what is going on here. Galvarino doing it yet again, sitting up there at the top. Not quite a cycle this time around, didn't get a save, but with that being said, only 3 shots. How does that even make sense? Galvarino shot 200%? Question mark?
This is Rocket League.
My word, look at that shooting percentage. Galvarino out here just doing wonders apparently. But yeah, 3 goals for 3, technically 4 shots, whereas Hot Wings only able to get 1 out of 5. It's that kind of curse of not being able to put it onto frame. You really want to see those efforts go towards the middle there. Actually get to the back of the net. You got to focus on the effort of taking that split second more and aiming the ball. That's been the big differentiator. And let's see if they can make that happen in this game 3. My word. What even is this series so far, Strut? I just can't.
There's 2 teams going at it, man. A lot of heart going on in this one. Ryan had a little air in possession there, coming in and out toward the middle. Co-op's going to push this out, dangerous toward the goal. Galvarino comes in, sweeps this up off the corner. Nice touch by Ryan. Gets it popped out to the middle. Donk Me Daddy's going to push this back into the corner. Galvarino wins the race to the side there. Donk Me Daddy's going to be in a 1v1 here. He's going to be able to make it. No, he's not able to make it back. Wings go up 1-0. A little bit of they pushed up way too far there, Crop.
Yeah, a bit of an overcommit there on the third. Donk Me Daddy was retreating, yes, but not able to get back to that ball just enough. The third man, you got to play that patient role, and if you're going to dive that hard, you have to win the 50-50. It's not just a 50 opportunity that you can even lose at all. So let's see if the comeback can happen. Opportunities, sending one down. Co-op actually gets 2 to bite here for the Polar Bears, and it's going to go the opposite direction yet again, punishing that third man pushing up. Golden just takes advantage.
Yeah, they need to watch their spacing. They've closed up their spacing on each other a little bit. and not making sure that somebody's back, and that's caught him twice. 422 to nothing drop, and I still think you're going to see a lot out of the polar bears in this game as well.
Yeah, that was just, it's like you're saying, pure spacing, but there was also a bit of what could be considered a double commit there. There was one going for the challenge, one was still kind of lingering around the ball. So let's see if that can change up, continue to be spaced out, go for those passing plays. Co-op up to this one quick. It's going to be Ryan sending it down the line. Has a clean look at the ball, and it's going to be Galvarino's a little bit awkward, a little bit side on there, and it's going to be another team bump. So if Golden can turn, get this back towards mid. What is... No shot. It doesn't go in. Doc me daddy with the own goal. It's going to be credited to Golden, and this was just absolute peak Rocket League right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rocket League. Oh, my word.
Yeah, that was an interesting turn of events there. Unfortunately, the polar bears couldn't clear it. 3-0, 3:51 left as we got a kickoff. Galvarino takes a big demo. Ball's out in the middle. Golden pushes it out to the right-hand side. Donk me daddy. Can't quite make the touch there. Co-op pushes it down to Donk. Donk's going to get a nice touch up off the wall. He's going to try to push this down middle for Galvarino. Galvarino backed off. He's going to... Wow, he just took his head off, Crop.
Yeah, going for the demo play is going to open up some space there. I mean, especially when you're up 3-0, the opposing team really has to start to press. You got to get one on the board sooner rather than later. And so, really, ultimately, you control the entire way that, this game is going to be played. You can slow it down, you can speed it up, you can go for demos. You just got to burn that clock up by 3. I mean, really setting the pace. And you can see how things have changed a little bit. They're staying way spaced out on the Hot Wings side of things, making sure there's not going to be an errant ball going towards their net. And another opportunity. Galvarino this time. It's going to be Donk Me Daddy on the sidewall yet again, but somebody is back. Third man playing safely, and that's going to be what keeps them at this 3-goal advantage. Let's see if they can make that continue to happen.
Yeah, the touches aren't coming in as clean for the polar bears at this point, and so the 50-50 Pizzeria is taking advantage of it. They're able to do anything they want with the ball right now, and Blues they don't have a whole lot of boost, so they need to watch their boost management and their spacing and start pouring some more shots on goal, and they'll be all right.
See if this can happen. A bit of a double commit. You could say that the third man yet again is far too close. Let's see if they can make something happen out of this. Co-op going to try and turn. It's going to be a race for the ball. Donk Me Daddy's going to get it mid, but it's going to be really aggressive. Ooh. And a double went yet again. Donk Me Daddy just has to retreat low on boost. Going to turn back in, send it high off the backboard. Opportunity for a big read, and Galvarino side flips. You hate to see it. There was a clear look at the frame for just a brief moment, but goes a little bit wayward. A bit of a mechanical error coming through here. You can't expect him to be infallible. From time to time, you'll just mess up. It happens. So let's see if the regain can happen, or if Hot Wings are just going to continue this unrelenting press, not allowing anything to go through the opposite direction. What a shot on net!
That was a nice beat by Galvarino there. He pushes it down to the right-hand side. He's going to meet Mikey up on the wall. Kind of a weird touch coming off of the offensive player. Trying to take the ball over. He gets beat. Going to race back to the corner for the 100. He's going to play this out of the corner, up off high off the ceiling. Ryan's going to try to take control of this. Going to go by one by... No, you can't get it by Galvarino. Galvarino can't quite make a touch. Shot coming in. It's off to the left-hand side. Donkey's going to try to take control of this. Goes up the wall with it. He's over one. Gets it out toward the middle. Mike reads that. Pushes it out to the right-hand side. Co-op, nice 50. Coming back to the other side. Big demo coming in. Co-op's going to try to make a touch. Galvarino's up high. Can't quite beat Ryan there. Ryan pushes it past him. Dog me trying to win the race again. Golden puts it out front. Galvarino going to take a shot on goal. Pushed away. Dog me. Crop. I mean, this game is just completely turned around. The Hot Wings are just won't let anything in the goal anymore, and Polar Bears are having a tough time with it.
Yeah, that mid-series adaptation coming through. You can see all of the passes going towards mid aren't connecting like they used to in the previous 2 games. That's been the big differentiator, shutting down those midfield passes, making sure that Polar Bears don't have a clear look. And with that being said, you're just going to send 2, and if you can cut off that pass, all you need to do is really get that boomer ball past the third, and that's how they've been able to really make this happen and make this a series here for the Hot Wings. Let's see if there's anything coming through in the final 7 seconds here. Opportunity. Donkey's going to send it to the outside. Galvarino slowing it down, trying to get those passing plays going, and it's going to not go in. Not enough hot sauce on it, and the Hot Wings are going to take that one 2-1 in the series, an opportunity to 2-2 at the end of the day today. But what a regain there coming through from the Hot Wings. I mean, that is just absolutely a turnaround, like you were saying.
Yeah, they took the gloves off in that one for sure, and they were able to battle back at 3-0. As you look over there, Mike put in a big game, 387 with a cycle, Golden 326, and Dog Me Daddy on the other side, 395 points. Coop didn't do a whole lot, 86 points. That was tough, but I mean, I'm sure he was making the touches that he needed to make. I expect this next game to be a little bit different. Hopefully, Polar Bears make their changes crop, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have been told that it is indeed Coop. So I apologize, Coop. I've been out here just kind of freestyling. But hey, now we know. Finally going into game 4, we know how to say your name properly. So with that being said, let's see if the regain continues, or will the momentum be shut down? Will Polar Bears get the 3-1, or will we see a 2-2 to end this evening here? It's looking like it's gonna be a back and forth affair yet again. So let's see if the way that the season has been going so far, the momentum that the Hot Wings have had so far for their entire record, is going to be the way to get them into this 2-2, or the Polar Bears shut it down yet again.
Big booming clear coming out from Galvarino. He's up early, can't make the touch, gets it pushed back into the orange half. The blue team needs to make sure that the orange doesn't have control this time there, crop, because it was close. I was reading it though. Mike goes up high, puts it out to the right-hand side. Thought we may get this back down toward the middle. It's dangerous down in front of the box. Galvarino over Galvarino's hand. Coop sends this off the right-hand wall. It's a race to save the ball. Ball up off the back wall. Donk Me Daddy. He's going to try to push this out to the right-hand side. He's met by Ryan. 50 coming in. Galvarino in net. Coop can't get a real good touch. Ooh, big 50 coming in to the right-hand side. Coop still trying to take this down. Ball's 50 out in front of the half. Yeah, this is going to be a barn burner here, Crop. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, the pace has definitely stepped up in this game 4 here. I mean, at this point in time, it's looking like they're just going to throw everything. There's been so many touches that are just so much additional pace. Sometimes not always the best. Sometimes you're just touching for the sake of touching, but so far it's been working that nobody is actually getting a goal just quite yet. It's going to be Coop with an opportunity, send it the other way. Good late and low 50, trying to make something happen here, but it's going to be Mike cutting it off. Going to the sidewall, trying to get some forward momentum. Ryan up quick to this, trying to get a pass down, but Mike didn't have the best landing, so couldn't follow up on that. And Donk Me clears out a ton of space with that demo, so it should be down to Coop. Can get it towards mid. Yes, they do. It's actually going to be a little bit of help from the other team, and it's going to be a ton of help from the other team because Galvarino is going to take advantage of that center from Ryan.
Yeah, unfortunately, he gets that out toward the middle, and Golden's not able to read that to push it along. And Galvarino just reads it properly and throws it down. 1-0, 3:11 left.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be 3:11 on the clock, and it might be a 3-1 if this goal line stands. Galvarino, opportunity. It's going to be Donk Me Daddy clearing out some space in the backside of things. Going to take over this ball, sending it into the corner, trying to get the possession. Gets past one, but it's going to be Golden streaking in, gets past them as well. So it's going to be Donk Me with a ton of space built, and Coop trying to take advantage. Donk Me with the fake. We'll call it, and a big dunk coming through on the goal line, but able to save it out for the time being. But it's going to continue to be dangerous. Mike just barely able to get that to the ball to the outside. Galvarino, no, not able to make it happen. Coop, I like the patience. You can see just waiting there at the midfield, waiting for the play to develop and trying to get past this defensive line. It's a lot of left and right ball rather than forward momentum.
No, center ball.
Oh, the moment I say that, it almost goes through.
Yeah, Crop, the blue team is doing a really... Oh, that's unfortunate. Blue team was doing a really good job of controlling the pace of the game with their ball control. And unfortunately, one gets by the defenders here, and Mike South puts it up, and Ryan's able to throw it down. Yeah, 2:15, 1-1.
What a read on that play there, but not only the read, I mean, the ball was so much possession from the Polar Bears side, but they didn't put anything forward. It was a lot of side-to-side ball. You got to really go and test the net, test the goalkeeper, and test the shot coming through from Galvarino. yet again, every single time I'm just caster cursing the Hot Wings. But over here talking about how polar bears aren't doing something properly, and they shut me up time and time again.
Yeah, Galvarino, that's why he has those stats he has. I mean, he's shooting the ball well.
Yeah, putting in work so far. I mean, Galvarino has been looking so clean this entire set, this entire series so far, but this is going to be dangerous. Galvarino actually sends one straight down, but nobody is there as the second man ready for that ball. Nobody's there to take advantage from the Hot Wing side, but Ryan, oh my, cutting him up. Oh no, not able to get back to it. What a stop from Dunk Me Daddy.
Really nice booming clear there. Coop, excuse me, co-op. Coop is going to take another shot. I don't know why I keep saying that. I was reading it a minute ago and I was like, his name's got to be Coop. Dog Me Daddy pushes his high up on the wall. Mike South up high, pushes out to the right hand side. Dog Me Daddy gets it round one, goes toward the box. Ryan's got to make a 50. Big 50 coming in. Ooh, Galvarino was reading that. He was there. Golden.
Oh my. What's going to happen here?
I don't know. Well played by Dunk Me Daddy. Oh, no boost here. Ball's out toward the middle. Nice. Yeah, wow. It's just something else. 1:04 left on the clock. 2-1 crop.
And an opportunity coming through the big fake. No, and it's read by Coop. What a stop there on the goal line. I thought that was going to be an opportunity coming through for the double. But no, it doesn't go through. And Mike has to go and get good contact with that one. Ryan stretching out to get that ball. It's going to be Mike who's low on boost, trying to conserve what little boost they have. It's going to be the final 40 seconds. It's going to be time wasting down. You got to get one on the board if you're going to be the Hot Wings. And here's an opportunity. Ryan up quick, going low on the touch. Coop jumps for this. Mike has an opportunity. It's to the backboard. It's going to stay in this box, but no. The defense holds strong for now. Ryan trying to send it back in. Down under 20 seconds. Mike up to it. Backboard. Ryan trying to make something happen. Hero ball. Golden. Not a good touch. It's going to go the opposite direction. Ryan has to retreat back. Try and get boost and ball. Good pinch to get past one, but you got to get a lot of forward momentum. 0 seconds, and it's going to go to Galvarino. Who else would it be to try and stop this? What a series. A 3-1 for the Polar Bears. Excuse me?
Yeah, they definitely put their fighting pants on today and came to play, crop. I mean, they did a good job with this Hot Wings team, and it just goes to show you this league. You know, anybody can win at any part in the schedule. So, I mean, well played by the Polar Bears tonight. Hot Wings, hats off to you. You guys played well, and the underdogs got you tonight. That's all I can say.
Yeah, absolutely. The underdogs coming out swinging tonight. It was such a good series, back and forth. I mean, I was